Hello everybody, so I'm back. It's Tuesday. I've just finished work. Things are, oh I've got a little crying person at the door. Hold on a minute. I don't think he'll actually come in, but well, you can try to come in if you want to. Yeah? Hello. Sorry about that. It's the cat. He would just cry at the door otherwise. I think he's going to cry at me anyway. So yeah, I've had a day at work. I'm struggling a little bit, I must admit, with coming back to work with some brain fog. And it's been okay, but it's just a bit of a struggle. I think COVID's taking a lot longer. You know, I don't know. I've never had it before, so I don't know how long it takes to get over. But I thought it would be like a cold, because it's nearly 2 weeks since I got infected. So, I thought, 2 weeks I'll be alright. But no, I would say I've got fatigue and a cold. So it's not, it's not for the plain faint-hearted. I don't know. I'm tired. But because I was like, do I do a video or not? And I was like, no, I am going to do one. I'm going to do an easy one. We're not going to take long. I'm 2 minutes in and I want to do one for half an hour. And that's not because I don't want to spend time with you. I just don't know how long I've got the energy for. And we're going to do a bit of mass making. But we're going to do mass making where we double up on the boring stuff, basically. So we're going to make coin envelopes. And I think it was this journal that we flipped through the other day, which was Sunday, but you saw it yesterday. And there was some coin envelopes, which now I won't be able to find, of course. But they're the little envelopes that close differently. Everyone, you'll be a coin envelope. Yay! So it kind of opens at the top there. And they're almost like, I never really got wages like that, but I've seen, and I'll have to probably look out to buy some and scan them in. But they're like what a wage packet used to come into when people used to get cash wage packets. They're also like seed packets can be very similarly constructed. Donation envelopes that you give to charities, or perhaps you put in, in the collection at a church service. Those types of things. So we're gonna stack them up. We're gonna do more than one at a time. So I've got 3 pieces of paper here, and I'm just folding it into a sort of coin envelope initial shape. I need my bone folder for this. I don't know if this is actually going to work. I'm thinking it will. I'm thinking it won't be perfect, but it would be a way of making a lot in a short space of time. So I've made 3 folds like that. And now, if we think about a coin envelope shape, we want to make another fold here. Up. There's no measuring. There's no measuring. There's no getting a ruler out. It's very, very simple, very, very fast. I think my book, if you've seen the book page envelopes as well, they're very similar, but I do them one at a time. But I just thought, and this is quite a thick paper, and I thought if I can do it with 3 sheets of this, I will definitely be able to do it with the thinner dictionary paper or music paper. So now we have our folds. In fact, I am going to get a pen and show you where the folds are, because I don't know how easy it is to see, and this is going to be on the inside anyway. So we've got a fold here, and basically I'm going to go through this one slowly, and then I'm just going to knock a few out so you can keep watching. My little cat boy, he's actually a very big cat. He's sat just outside the door. He doesn't want to come in, but that's okay. Alright then. So we've got that fold. There we are. There's our folds. What we're going to do now is construct the shape of the envelope. So we need two flaps. We need a flap here and a flap there. That's the opening and that's the closure at the bottom. So we want to just go in a little bit from that edge, like a little triangle, and a little bit from that edge, and snip that away. And then we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to like take a little wedge out from that side and a little wedge out from that side. Kind of give you an idea. We'll do the same thing here. Sometimes when you like, because I was thinking about like when you don't have a lot of energy but you want to do something, this is sort of brainless work. It doesn't take a lot of brain power, and if you sort of stack it up like this, it's kind of like you stack some other jobs. I was thinking about this because I stacked a few emails today and I thought, oh, I can do that with like practical pretty things. So that's what we're doing. So we've now got our envelope shape. Ready to fold and glue. Oh, look at that with a nice gardenia on the front. Let's see if I've managed to block my glue up because I've not used it for a few days. Now we're all right. So even with Catus Interruptus, we will have, hopefully, by the time we're into 8 minutes, we would have made 3 envelopes. That cat has been asleep all day. He didn't have his breakfast. He's just slept. I'm working in the bedroom at the minute because it's the warmest room really without us putting the heating on. And he's just been perched on the edge of the bed. That butter wouldn't melt. There we go. You might have to do a little bit of finnicketing. If you were making swaps or like little giveaways, Happy Mail, this is a nice way. It's nice to like put individual things together, so it's almost like making little presents. It's a fantastic way to do that, is using these little envelopes. Oh, look at that. It was 8.5 minutes in and I've just about finish the third one. And that's a lot of chatter and a lot of explanation. There we go. And they look quite nice. Should we do some more? I've got some thinner paper here. We'll do a slightly different orientation. I like the having that number on the back. Okay, this can be the bottom fold up. And we did a video, a mass make, I think it might have even been last week, a few days back, where we made the paper bags. Doing the paper bags is very similar, and you could apply this sort of principle to that. So we're just gonna cut away. So how's your days been? I've just had an admin day. I haven't really had any people to talk to, and I find that really strange. I like the chatting to people. I think that actually gives me energy. So I think that might be some of the reason that I'm just very sluggish. Very sluggish. And I was umming and ahhing, should I do a video, should I not do a video? And I thought, you know what, I don't want to lose momentum. So as long as I feel that I'm doing it well, I'm going to keep going. If I miss a day, I'm not going to worry about it. I think it's because the channel's relatively new, and I want it, you know, like, you only do things to be successful, don't you? So, you know, I've said this before, this is not going to replace my job. I'm not looking for this to replace my job, but I would like it to be the best that it could be, and to, you know, be successful and reach people, build a community. And to some extent, you've got to play a game, you've got to play the YouTube game, and that is unfortunately the algorithm. So, but we've got some nice envelopes here. I think once we get to the 15-minute mark, we'll have 5 to decorate. At least 5 to decorate. Should we do some different types of paper? Let's do the music paper. So I'm going to fold this music paper in half. So that means we're going to end up with 4 envelopes. Yeah, 4 envelopes. Let's just trim that bit. And thank you for the comments. I have read some comments, but I've not answered them yet. Well, I think I've answered some, but then the comment seems to have disappeared, so I'm going to look into it so that I don't double answer. That's probably a really silly thing what I've just done there. I made a really jagged edge at the bottom, but we're not going to worry. We can trim that up later. And you can see that, like, because I'm really pushing it here, because I thought I'd push it where we've got thinnish paper, and there's a bit of overlap, and it's not going to quite, but I've got enough of a overlap that it won't matter. It won't matter. There we go, and that way as well. Here we go. Yeah, so I've kind of hump day tomorrow. It's what we call Wednesday. Then it's downhill to the weekend. I'd like to go out at the weekend. There's a Christmas shop opened at a local sort of farm barn. So I think I want to go to that. We'll see. We also need to do a bit of DIY. I'm still on the house recovery, but we are getting on top of the washing. Which is all good. Yeah. What are your plans for the weekend? Journals are you? I don't know. I was like, oh, because I want to see what everybody's up to, but I don't really want to run a Facebook group. I run a local craft get together Facebook group, and I don't know, it just triggers me. So I can't say I'm going to be. I don't know how to do it. We will make plans. It's early days yet. It's very early days yet. I was watching a lady. I subscribed to her. I'll have to see if I've subscribed to her. If not, I'll go back into my history and find her and subscribe. And she made. I watched 2 videos of hers, and she made this doll's house out of some bark, and then she was making a jointed doll. And I remember when Lily was a baby, I did I think I've said before that I've made her toys, that I made her plushies out of a Dora the Explorer curtain and stuff like that. But one of the things I made was I used to make some bunny rabbits that were very simple and jointed things. Were they They weren't properly jointed, but I slow stitched them, and they weren't that difficult to do and to slow stitch. So because I also slow stitch as well, I'm thinking that might be, I don't know if we do the bunny rabbits and we do it towards Easter time, which is probably more than likely what we'll do. But I was just thinking, oh, that's a nice, I was watching her and she was amazing. I'm much better than I do. My things are very simple. It just sort of reminded me of things that I've made in the past. Which is not junk journaling, but it is slow stitch. And, you know, I seem to be doing the two things. Right then, so we've gone to 16 minutes. I think you've worked out what to do. Should we do some decorating? Now, where's my tins? I don't know whether I do one for the new journal. I think I probably should. Should we do one of these for the new journal? Lady's thimble. Let's do that one. It's foxglove. All the different names for a foxglove is lady's thimble. We've got labels. We could put another bug on. Good. Put Queenie on. Got keys. I'm just dumping things out, and we're probably not going to use all of these things. I like that label. That's a smaller bug. There we go. Quite a few things. I wonder if... Oh, a little bit of fabric. Just a few bits and bobs. Oh, that's something like that. That's what I was looking for. That's perfect. So I don't want to completely cover our lady's fingers up, or our lady's thimbles. Quite like that. Do we want this on? You can hear my husband's talking to the cat. Oh, that's quite simple. Let's see if we can... Those scissors won't work. Yeah. Shall we see? Will this work? Tie in a little knot. We could just tie a little knot and then actually it's just that little bit too short. It's the faffing and the fiddling that takes a longer time, doesn't it? Oh, it's going to be quite nice and I like that. Right, definitely having that one. We just did a little bit of this cloth. So these are Tracy labels. These are Tim Holtz stamped labels, but these are Tracy labels. They're from Tracy Fox, and they're printables, and they're good value for money. Because I think I've said before that like not all printables are, you know, same. They're not all the same value, but I certainly think Tracy Fox's labels are well worth the money. I think I'm trying to not spend a lot of money. But I think I might get some Roxy Creation ones. I might go and treat myself and buy a couple of Roxy Creation ones. I think I might do like a Christmas one and then like a generic one. And I might, well, I will definitely do. See, this is where I need to set something up. I think I've got a Ko-fi page for looking at other people's things where I could like do a giveaway. You know, like if I think I have got one. If I scan some things in, I'll be able to give them away that way, wouldn't I? That might be the way to do it, that's not like running a Facebook page. It's just the trouble in the comments. Not that I'm saying any of you will be trouble in the comments, but I think you know what I mean. Right, so we're gonna have that like that. I think that's what we decided. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm going to do for like November. I want to do something special. I've got an idea of what I'm going to do for like the Christmas December one, because we're not going to have a lot of time. Well, we will. Yeah, we will. We'll make time, but I still don't want it to be really arduous. But I've got an idea of what I want to do, which is always good. And of course, we've got to find somewhere to put this in the journal. Oh, I like that. They're almost like seed packets, aren't they? I've got this book. I think it's another one I rescued from a skip, and it's got like these illustrations in, but they're not actual pictures. So I think they'll be. I've used them as journal pages before, which have been very effective because it's nice paper that will hold paint very well. There we go. I don't know if we put something else on. So I can hear my daughter's back from college. The cat is telling her he's never been fed. I left the door open for the cat, so that's why there's people noise. Whoa, I think so I think we're going to call this like low energy crafting, which most of my crafting, to be honest, is quite low energy, because like it's what's literally saved my sanity when I've been very ill with chronic conditions and stuff. had no energy. Crafting is what's held me through. So that's why I was like, do I do this? And I thought, no, actually, I would do this for myself. So I'm going to do it for you guys, because it's a matter of switching the camera on for me, really. So, but there we go. Put my fabric scissors away. Do we need anything else? I don't think we do. I don't think we do. Let's find somewhere. Got 4 minutes. So I'll show you quickly. I have been having a little play about. I did that page. That's new. That's just the folded over bit and scraps and bits. That's the page we did together the other day. And then I've been doing this where I've sort of snipped, because I didn't like that white, so I've kind of made, we're going to make some sort of holy thing there. I'm not sure when. But yeah, so I think this should go on a black page. But I don't know which. We might just put it in there, and then I'll work out how we're going to attach it. I'll show one of these smaller pages. Perhaps we'll do a covered paper clip or something. But yeah, it's going to go in there. Well, I'll keep it out while we have a quick look. So we made that, and we made these. We did all right. Half an hour, and that's half an hour of me concentrating on chatting for you and making sure everything's in shot. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 envelopes, and we decorated 1. I don't think that's bad. So, last 3 minutes. If you're still with me, don't forget to enter the giveaway. Subscribe to the channel. Like this video and comment on it, and you will be entered into the giveaway to win an advent calendar that will be fixed this week. It's got loads of, actually it's an opportunity. It's got a small version of that journal, like a cardboard journal there, that's your 25. Then it's got things like sewing book, there's like little stitchery badges, there's things I found in the wild, paper things. It's going to be more than this. This is just what I've initially gathered. There's a stitch scroll on a vintage cotton reel. There will be vintage buttons, and there's lots of bits of fabric to add onto your stitch scroll even. There'll be a strawberry pincushion, vintage button goodness, and this is in a Victorian book that you could turn into a journal at a later point. I protected it because Geoffrey Mead Waldo got this from Father Christmas in 1895, so it could be yours for Christmas in 2024. Not from Father Christmas. Father Christmas is what British people call Santa Claus. We don't really refer to him as Santa. We refer to, well, I suppose a younger generation might, but not my generation, actually not me with my child. He's Father Christmas, which is much older thing, I think. But there we go. So you get a message from Father Christmas. So subscribe, like and comment. Thank you very much. Do you know what? It's done me good. I'm glad I pushed through and made a video. Thumbs up for that. Yeah, and we'll see you tomorrow, which I think we'll go back into that journal tomorrow. And we'll just make a page. Yeah. I'll get my thinking cap on for my slow stitch thing on Sunday because my witch hat is finished. That goes with the journal. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. Alright then. Bye bye everybody.